Welcome, everybody. My name is Jansen. I'm living in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I was introduced to LifeWave in January 23 by my awesome niece somewhere. Where's Robin? Robin's at a hockey rink. So she introduced me to this only through Facebook. She didn't call me or anything. So I was one of those that was curious in Facebook, and I answered some of her questions, or should I ask her some questions? And here I am, very happily later. So it's been an amazing journey. I'm constantly saying how blessed I am and how this pierces my heart constantly. And much of it is the friendships that I've made with everybody that I've met through here. And I'm just excited to be moving ahead with all of you. Thanks for being on the call. Renee introduced me to boards 3 weeks ago when she signed on. And at the time, my brother was dying and stuff, and I couldn't handle another thing. And so it wasn't until last Friday that I said, okay, we're going to do this. So for 3 days now, I've been like consuming boards. And so this board is set up. It's Renee's board, and I took her board and then I enhanced it and stuff. So what I'm going to do today is go through my current board, which all of you should have now. And if not, then I will send it to you when I'm done here. The idea is to make something streamlined. So Karen and Lance and I have been at this for a long time. We've been trying to make a website. We've been trying to streamline everything, and we just got frustrated. And a website is a lot of work. It's a lot of money, and somebody has to keep it up. And neither one of us really wanted to do that. So we hadn't come up with a solution. And so this boards, I really feel, is the solution to what I've been looking for. So what I'm looking for, and I'm sure many of you also are, is because we have a plethora of information out there to give to us, to give to new people. Number one, I can't remember where I put stuff. I sent an email to me, or I save it to my notes on my phone. I just am not consistent enough with it. And so I wanted to have some place to put things. And then I wanted to have it so I could give it to somebody quickly. That's the whole idea behind that, because I rarely will watch something again because I'm on to the next 10 things, of course. And with LifeWave, we just have 10 new things a week, 15 new things a week. There's just so much. And so it got a little bit overwhelming for me. So when I saw boards, I felt like we could put everything, a small amount of information on this board. And then those are the things that I'm going to send out. So all of you should have my board, or again, like if you don't, then I'll give it to you at the end. And then it's a free board, and you have to click on, the 30-day trial. When the 30 days is done, you can keep my board and just use my board. The plus of that is that I constantly am updating my board. As I find new things, I will be putting things on. So I'm a person who updates, like, oh, that was cool, so I will add that to it. The drawback is if you find stuff that you want to keep, you can't put it on my board. So that's the advantage of you getting your own board after this. So after a month, you'll figure this out that, oh no, I love Ann's board, but I really want to make it my own. And you add stuff that's pertinent to you, the people that you like. So that's where we're going with this. I did it this morning, and I basically just went through the whole board, show you why I chose those things. And then I'm very open to suggestions of what else we should have on this board. And so I'm trying to keep it minimal, not too much stuff to overwhelm you all, but just enough that we have some things that we can show our new people. And this is a work in progress, so you've got to bear with me as I get a few more things. So here is the board. I'm hoping you can all see this. All right, so here are the different divisions that I have chosen. And so I'm going to go through each one of them to show you what's in here. So this new brand partner one is just for the new brand partner if they want to be a business builder or a patch user. That's what this one is. There's nothing in here about building a business. So things that I like to send out to my new people, And by the way, now I don't have to send these things out to my new people because I'm always sending an email out to the new people. Now I can just share these boards with them and the new things are on here. I plan to make a welcome video to put on this yet.
And can I ask a quick question about that?
Yes.
It's Robin.
Yes.
Sorry. As I have your boards, but I haven't sent it out yet. Let's say you about that new person, you know, they're not going to build their, 90 or whatever. And you send that out. When they get that, it'll come because you sent me a sample one. It'll come. Does it have hyperlinks or do they just click on that and it tells them what they need?
Hyperlinks as far as what?
Like, let's say they're going to watch a video, or does it bring them to your website, or does it just bring them?
The videos are just on here. They can just click on these videos and play them.
Hello and welcome. Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I want everybody to have the. Go ahead. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Great. I want everybody to have a tracker. And I like to walk through my new people with this tracker. We fill this out, especially if I am with them in person. And then I have them put any of their diseases on the back or some medications they're taking. So I fill this out with them. I think this is so pertinent. And if you don't like this particular one, you can make your own, of course. I just think that people who say, I don't feel anything, really need to look back at this tracker and see that, oh, I forgot about that. I know for myself, I had a twitchy eye that I completely forgot about it. One day I'm like, oh, the twitchy eye is gone. People always want to know what's in the patches. And even though there's a lot of information here, I basically just talk about the 6 organic ingredients and the fact that there's a different crystal lattice structure in that. So every patch has the same ingredients, just a different recipe. And the genius of David is that he knew which recipe that would have the frequency of what's going to go up and what frequency is going to come back and do what he has to do. And there is the word photobiomodulation if somebody wants to know what that is. Photo means light, bio is life, and modulation to change. Then most people want to know what to expect. So we have that one on there, still have quantum team on there. And then I really like this picture of the patch magnified. So to show what a crystal lattice structure looks like, I don't know if anybody else likes that, but I like that kind of stuff. And then I chose 2 videos here. So Megan Graham is just going to talk about some common mistakes we make when we're starting to patch, like not drink water or something like that. So do know that Megan has her link to her website on the bottom, but this is for somebody who is already a brand partner. So they're not really going to be signing on with her. They already are signed on because I don't think I'm going to ever give this to someone who's not currently a brand partner. And then this other one here, these tips, 10 tips. I had just seen this. I thought it was good. Another thing to watch. So short little videos on that. Then steps to build your business. So this is for business builders. So I have first steps. What do I say? Tools and goal setting. So first steps. These are just short videos on taking ownership, build your belief. Don't say no to whatever is stopping you or holding you back. Mindset training. So these are just short little videos for you to watch on here. And I'm going to have another video that's going to say, or a piece of paper that's going to say, we want you to go to thisisitteam.com because this is an amazing website. And I do have a list of the things that are on there. I just updated it and that's going to be on here. That says, if the person likes to see what is all under this is it, I just put some different, this is a team. I just put some different tiny little notes on that. So if you're a person who likes a list, that will be on there in a day or two. Then what do I say? So this is always a tough thing. So I just put Steve Merritt's script on here. you have to find your script. And I have another script that I'm updating too, that's going to be on here. Find your words that you want to say. This is the hardest thing for people. It's usually just a couple of phrases like, what have you heard about stem cells? What have you been up to? And lots of times I will just react to how people say something to me like, wow, you look different, or your skin's amazing. I do hear that one because I do look different. And so it's always a lead into that, but there will be a few different scripts you can use for here. Then business tools. So I don't know how many of you own this book, but I absolutely love this patch manual. It is so thin. And the reason I like it so much is that it shows all the patches in here. And so like when somebody calls on the phone and I don't have everything memorized, of course, then I can open this book and I can talk about all the things that Eon Patch has or whatever. I know a lot of it, but there's just a lot more information on that. So this is just a picture of the patch manual. Then down here is a link for you to order that book. So I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. So there's the patch manual. If you have one already, it will be, a little bit obsolete, a little bit outdated as of October 1. So on her link, Patch EDU, she's got the new pages that you can substitute in here, print those out, and then maybe you're going to cut this edge off at Kinko's or someplace, and then put the new ones in and then have a spiral. So cost a little bit, but oh well, that's life. Okay, and then where to buy business cards. Here are two different places. This one is from the thisisitteam.com. And this one you have to sign in and you make a password once and then you log in. And there's some room for growth here on this particular site. So there aren't a lot of things at this point. So we put another one. I'm saying Renee and I have been working on this. We put the ones from the Evolve team. I have purchased a lot of the items from them, and it's okay to buy from some other team. And so she has a lot of square patches. I know Robin's card is square, and I've seen a couple other people's cards are square. And she'll make whatever you want on them.
Nicole made a round patch, Anne. You'd be very proud of her.
Oh,
it's
yes,
the shape of a patch.
I heard that.
Nicole's very crafty.
A round card. Yes,
maybe
Nicole.
she can show it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I chose the traditional rectangular card here, and I chose front number 1 and back number 1. So it does say on here, startx39.com. She will change that to thisisittinfo.com. And then she will make you these QR codes. If any of you have Canva, you probably know how to make a QR code, but if you don't have access to that, she will make these. Sally will make these for you. And the front of my card has scan to order. So that goes directly to my website. And then the other one goes to the information website. So I'm not sure cards matter that much how they look, so we don't have to get all bent out of shape like, oh, I don't want mine to look like that. These do not say stem cells because they were being compliant. She will make some that say stem cells because we did have cards in the past that say so. So she'll make anything you want. It's just that we're not compliant. So that is Sally Fung, and there's her address and her phone number. And she's very easy to work with. I really enjoy working with her. So we have the 2 different sites to order products, and then here's the patch manual. All right, setting goals. So this is pretty important. This was a short video on your dreams, and then I had made these piece of paper, like define your why. You definitely want to do this. Like some of my whys, everybody's whys are going to be different. I'm not doing this business to pay off a car or a house. So, we're beyond we're seasoned people. And so my money goes towards giving more away, you know, to a charity or some missionaries that we support. I want to give bigger tips at restaurants. I would love to give $50 or $100 to the waitress, and just because we can. I like to spend time with our family, so I'd love to, you know, keep spending money on trips. I really don't care if I have another car. We had a smaller house because the other one was too big. So, you know, our dreams just change, or our why changes as our needs change. So do write down some things that you want to spend your money on. And maybe it is a new car, maybe it is a bigger house, maybe it is, you know, something fun for the family, a boat or something like that. So do write down some goals. And then you should make a dream board too, if you could. Like if there's a certain car you want, sit in that car and take a picture of yourself, or a vacation spot or something. It's just fun to have those dreams on the board. All right, so that's first steps in your business. So when you want to prospect somebody, I have some, you know, many little different videos here. So these are short videos to share. These are full videos to share, like presentations. This is the information sharing site. This is it.com. And then I have some videos to share by topic. So the short videos, these two here, what is phototherapy and optimum health and wellness, those two are on everybody's website. No matter who it is, they've got those on the website. We've got them on our InTouch app. And by the way, if you like using the InTouch app, that's great. I like that we can track it. I was always hoping we'd have a few more videos on there to share. And so this kind of helped me to tailor to the videos that I personally want to share. But I'm not discouraging you from using the InTouch app. So here are these two little videos, and then you're just gonna hit share for that person, and, you know, share through Facebook or however you want to share that video.
Light,
email,
an ancient form of energy
just
that goes
like-
back to the
like we
dawn
normally
of
would.
time. For us, it all became
All right, and then this one I thought was quite interesting. It's just Dr. John Harmon is talking about the X39 patch in 9 minutes. It's just kind of a quick one to send to somebody. And then I really like this one. This is from last August when we went down to Tampa.
Physician who's had my license for 40 years and had a very strong biochemistry background. I can say, and seeing what's happening with the X39, I can say without a doubt that this is the most significant medical breakthrough in my lifetime. Physician who...
Okay, so that's really short, but I just loved that when he said that. So that's why I put that one on there. So those are short videos to send to prospects. Then like a lot of these things on the site you could share. So I chose some different length of videos to show for prospects. So like if we can't be on a live video, we can send this to somebody. So I chose a 22-minute one for Renita's, a 43-minute one. This one's 54, and this one's an hour and a half. Hour and 15, I think. So it just depends. Of course, the longer they are, the more information they're going to have and the more testimonies that they're going to have. So kind of find out the prospect's time allowance, you know, how much time. If they're really quick, then Renita just whips through this in 22 minutes. All of them have the presentation that you want to give them, but it's just like, how much more information do you want? So anyway, 4 different time limits here that I wanted to share. All right, and here are the information websites. So this is our This Is It site that we want to send to people. And some people don't want so much right away. So that's why you might just send this video, which was on the short videos. And here's the second one. Those are those two. And then they might be ready for more information, and then you can send them, you know, this one with the patents on and stuff, more information. And then several of us really like the Patch EDU website. One thing that Dr. Jen does say is go back to the person who showed this to you, so they're not drawn to her site. So that's good. She does have her site on there, but she also says get back to the person who told you about this. But she's got a lot of information on here too. So if you have time, you know, go through her site. You can tell her stuff because it's always these colors. A lot of her banners. She does have some banners and stuff to purchase. And anyways, can spend some time on here. She does have a welcome video right here. That's pretty good. Well, that's Dr. Jen O'Sullivan. All right, and here's the one that's going to get pretty, might be a lot of videos in the future. We'll see how many we're going to put on here. So here are 4, 5, 6. I have 6 now. Different doctors talking about different things. Like Dr. Leland's here talking about collagen is very short. I think 3 minutes. Dr. Tony's is a little bit longer, maybe 10 minutes. And I tried to put the time in there. I'll switch that answer there. Dr. Shiner is amazing. I had met him also in Tampa when he spoke, and I was highly impressed. This is a man who is a plastic surgeon and world renowned, and he's in Florida, but people from all over the world come to see him. So that's pretty amazing that he's on our team. So what he does is mainly do the fistulas that are under your eyes. And so he does these plastic surgery in general. And he puts everybody on the X39 patch before, I think it's 2 months before, 1 or 2 months, because the recovery time is 2 weeks less. So if you've ever seen anybody who's had plastic surgery done on their face, they're completely red and shiny, and it's awful. So if something could be speeded up, the process could be faster. 2 weeks is a really big deal when it's your face, you know, because so that's pretty amazing that he does that. This Dr. Phil, I really loved his what he has to say, and he gets to the point about what's going on with the current medical situation, and that's Dr. Stacy, of course. These two are Dr. Stacy, and then one on top are 3 different doctors. One's a chiropractor, one's a dentist, and just giving 3 different viewpoints. Dr. Lily is on my team, our team, and she goes very much into frequencies. So this is pretty heady. If somebody wants to know about science, you know, watch that one. It's not too long, you know, maybe it might be an hour. Anyway, I interview her, and so she's got a lot of sciencey stuff in there. So, and then athletes. So I have a couple different athletes in here. I did do an energy enhancer, a whole talk on energy enhancers. So it's only 21 minutes.
Hello.
But there's Karen. Look at that, Karen. You made the board. But I went very deep into what the energy enhancer patch is if you're going to have athletes. Just some stuff that, you know, a little deeper than we normally would go with a patch. So that was, if you have an athlete that might be interested in watching that.
Stomach
And
36.
then we will, I'll find more athletes. So this was David Hill has a 9-minute, he's an NFL player. So I will definitely have more athletes in here as time goes on. And then David Schmidt, I have several different ones, 18-minute, 39-minute, and then these are probably an hour. And this Dr. Stacy one is pretty new on there. Or all of these videos have the same questions like, how did you start this? Or how did you invent this or something? So a lot of the same, but again, it's like, how much do you want to send to somebody? Do you want to send them only 18 minutes? Or do you want to send them some 39 minutes kind of a thing? So A lot of people want to know about David, and some people want to hear the whole hour. Again, this would be somebody who's interested in the science, because David talks about the science. And then this one is panels from convention. So if you have not seen this Gen X video panel, it's phenomenal, especially if you're younger or if you have people younger on your team. So this is basically somebody who's 20 to 40, maybe that's too long, too big of a span, but they talk about the different ways that how they share this, and it's very, very interesting. This other one is a doctor's panel. Again, at one of the conventions, always great things for you to watch, and again, for you to share with somebody. And again, those will grow, and we might have more topics we'll see what they're gonna be on. And all right, so patch information has each patch, and you can send that to people. That particular right here, it just says share, and so you can send that particular piece of paper to somebody. And here are all the patches, and then down here is a document with all the patches on. So I'm sure you've seen that one. That does come from StartX 39 now. Good information. And then we put this one on. I'm not sure how far I want to expand. I'm trying to keep this as little as possible, but people do want to know about the X39 and the X49, the combination of, there's many benefits from that. So we do have that little video on there. And electrolytes, this is always something I send to somebody. So again, that's somebody new. So again, I don't have to do this work now if I can just send them the one link to this. So I wanted people to understand that we can get these electrolytes through our foods. That is a possibility. That's the way it's supposed to be, instead of us using artificial ones. Here's a long list of anybody who really wants to dig into the science behind electrolytes. This one is comparing the different salts, and I personally use the Redmond's salt, which is from Utah, but it just has some different people's opinions on the salt, and that talks about how they're mined. And that's why we want to know that salt, the minerals that are in the salt. That's why we want this, because our cell walls need to be good to absorb it. It's not the water we need so much, but the water is carrying the minerals that are getting into our cells. And then this is just on the benefits of water and electrolytes. And then this one's full of detox symptoms. And then here's Dr. Stillman with a very short video talking about the detox process. Okay, so when we have retail customers, PC Plus, there probably won't be more on this particular one, but I wanted to show you these two pieces of paper. So I made these, one's for a customer and one's for a brand partner. So this shows the differences between the packages, and this will not change. Excuse me, the differences between the different style of customers. So when we change to the new system, I don't believe this is changing, but I could be wrong. So that's just going to show what the partner needs to do. No auto ship required, different things like that. And then, oops. This one is the exact piece of paper, except this is for the brand partner. So now you'll be able to see what your commission is when you have a customer in either of these categories. So same piece of paper. And then the things that I actually have this on my slide presentation when I'm doing an overview at a public place, that some people, I just want to use the patch, and that's great. So we generally sign everybody up as a brand partner. I do, which is a distributor. However, you never need to share the products. You do not need to be on auto ship. You purchase patches when you want through your store, and purchase the amount you want. There's no monthly quota. We do not beg you to become a distributor. We're happy that you're using the patches to improve your health. And we have to abide by this. We don't want to ever force anybody to become a to become a distributor. It kind of organically happens, and some people never want to do that. And then this is a slide I usually have too, that I just, sometimes people change their mind, which is why I sign them on as brand partners. And then they probably have some people underneath them already. So they already have a team. And then now they are required to buy a product to stay qualified. Training. So here are a couple, oh, here's one I was working on putting another one there. So again, if you haven't seen this one, this was
know what I
pretty
mean?
awesome just a couple of weeks ago. So these two couples, these are power couples here, the Weldons and the Kimbros. So they came from another company. For sure, this couple did, Kendall. And so she brought her team over. So she went to the top right away. And that's awesome, but that's not realistic of what's going to happen to most of us. So use all the information that she has to give you, because she didn't get to the top so quickly by not having gotten to the top at another company. So she's done the work with other companies. So she really put a lot of time, they put a lot of time into growing themselves. And so she's got a lot of good tips. And so I just really love this particular, this video. And then their other friends are these two. Sarah Robinson signed them on, or the Robinsons signed them on. And then, so they're, I don't know, just very humble people. I just enjoyed that, this video a lot. And I will put a few more on here, but I don't want to duplicate the Saturday trainings. I don't want, we have so many, and often they're a lot the same. They always have different testimonies and stuff and a little bit different things. But so I plan on putting the latest one on here. I will leave Kendall's on here, but I will put the latest one. So if you ever can't find the latest one, then you'll know that the latest training is on here. Protocols and patch placements. So a lot of teams suggest just doing the X39, and so do I. But it seems like everybody wants to do other patches. As much as we kind of discourage that, they're always wanting to do more patches. So we might put more protocols in here. We'll see. And this might just be LifeWave. I would like everybody on my team to know how to patch with LifeWave, because I find a lot of success with that. So I suggest X39 the first month only, X39 and Eon if they have inflammation. But I don't discourage LifeWave, because a lot of people have pain, and we can bring that down and you have a lot of success. So I have lots of different videos on the LifeWave. These two on top, and I usually go chronologic order about how big things are. These two on top are short, and they're just the very beginning of how to use the clock method with David. He's showing how to do that. So very, very beginning. The next two are ones that we made with our Saturday trainings and Tuesday trainings when we were doing those. And so Robin is on the 9 tips in 9 minutes. One, a couple different people. And then we have a longer one on some more ways to patch. And then I have this piece of paper that I would strongly suggest you print off. And here is a plethora of ways to patch. So there's David Schmidt's video link. So you can go to there and how to patch different ways. And it says how long they are. And then Barbara Jennings is this person right here. So here's the video of her patching. And she goes very quickly with the patching techniques. And so I wrote those all out right there so that you can go back and watch it again, print it off. And then I recommend trying these on somebody, because the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to feel of patching. And there are only 3 things to think about. It's either brown boo-boo and then you do the clock method or the arrow method, like shooting someone through there. So that's one method. And then the over the shoulder, which Dr. Barbara Jennings talks about, like, excuse me, going over a joint. And so the joint, if that's like the back, the joint can be the shoulder, it can be the elbow, any joint. I know one time when I had the arthritis, my hand was kind of flaring up a little bit. Not very often, and so I put the brown one here on the boo-boo. But then the other one, my body told me to put behind my elbow, and that's just where it felt. And so I'm often just taking that white patch somewhere until where I can find it to take away the pain. Like, don't put the patch on if it's not really going to take the pain. And sometimes it does take a little while, but you should feel some relief. So that's these over the shoulder or over the joint. Couple on whole body pain. Dr. Karen Can, I have a couple of hers I'm going to be putting a couple of hers on. So I really like her a lot. Here are her links to her different ways to patch. And then I included this sciatica one from Dr. Karen Can. I probably patched the most with sciatica. So people now are sitting all day long, and so the sciatica is being pinched. It's just, we need to move it. And so I often tell people, we have to be moving this energy. So even massaging right above the sciatica is good. And then on your butt, there are 3 different places too that you can find sore spots. But this just explains what's going on to the sciatica, because that's going all the way down. So if you've got these pains all the way down your leg, it's coming from your spinal column, of course, which is where the sciatica is. So I love all this information there. So I will have a few of Karen Can's on there, Dr. Karen Can on there eventually. All right. So we have patch packages before September 30th and October 1st and beyond. So here are our current packages. And this is the team one, and you can, download that, share that with people if you don't have this. This is if you're in person. And sometimes I share this with people so they can be looking at this while they're purchasing one. So some people like to have that piece of paper in front of them and some don't. So they currently have these 3 packages, but they do have the bronze and the platinum underneath here. So it's not like they've gotten rid of that particular one. And the other one here is interactive, but meaning that you can type on here, but it wasn't working. So this might not work because I've downloaded it again. So anyway, there's that patch enrollment. And then here are the new patches, the new order forms. And I'm sure we'll have a different one. This is from Patch EDU. It explains the 3, the premium, the advanced, and the core, and some details on that. So you can print those off. This one is the vertical of the last one, vertical view of it. And it's just bigger with the different packages of, it's not a application. And then this one is also from Dr. Jenna Sullivan's book. And this might be a lot of words here, but some people want to understand this. Sorry, a little blurry. So if you do buy the premium pack, the old diamond, this is, for example, what you could buy. I don't know if some people need to see that visually or not. So that's how much would be retail. And then she's showing the savings. But that is in her patch manual book also. And then when we get the This Is It team one out, I'll put that on here too. Rank order, if this is important to you, which it should be, we should know these different ranks. So our first goal is to become manager. And so that's you. You want to put 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right. And currently they have to be silvers or higher. In the new way of doing it, it has to be 300 personal volume. So it's going to change just a little bit then compared to what we have now. And then after that, you basically help your people to become managers. So keep thinking simple here and become manager, help two people become manager. Then when you have two managers on one on your left and one on your right, then you're our director. So focus on that. We do have these others: senior director, executive director, presidential director, senior presidential director. Don't focus on those yet. As you get to be the next level, figure that out. Look one level ahead or so, but it gets kind of confusing. So just keep focusing on that. What I do like about the new package is that, like, when someone buys a diamond now and you own a diamond, but you're out of the 3-month grace period they gave you, then that money rolls up to the next person. So I definitely get a lot right now of the extra money from when people are going to diamond, and that's great. I love it. However, I would like that money to go to the person who sold the package. So I'm really glad now that that's cutoff is not going to be, there's not going to be that cutoff. You're always going to get the $405 for that package. So I love it that we're doing that. So the rank has nothing to do with how we get that. And then here are some qualifications for, I meant to say, maintenance kits. So if, like, how do we say qualified? Then a non-manager needs to have 55 business volume per month, which would be one sleeve. For example, LifeWave, that would cost you $69.95 a month plus tax plus shipping. So still around $90, 80, maybe $80. If you're a manager and above, you need 110 business volume. As far as I know, this is not changing. That would be one sleeve of X39 and one supporting patch, which would be that price. It doesn't have to be 2 sleeves. It can be one X39 and one supporting patch. Then we also have these maintenance kits, which are very amazing. I am not on auto ship because I'm frugal. I don't want to pay shipping every month. So I'm choosing to do these maintenance packs, but some people like to be on maintenance, on auto ship, so they don't have to think about it. And then you can change their auto ship every month if you want to have something different. So I purchased these maintenance kits that are found in your store under maintenance kits. And you have to watch the different volumes, whether they say 55, 77, or 110 inside there. It's kind of hard to see. And the top row are, these two are for supporting patches, and the ones on the bottom are for X39 or X49, but just look into them. But you can buy a 3-month or a 6-month maintenance kit. And so I usually buy the 6-month, but I do write it down when I have to order again. But they also do give me a little message that says it's time to reorder. So you can stay qualified by buying maintenance kits or being on auto ship. And here are the different brand rank qualifications, what we have to achieve to go up the ranks. And again, just kind of always know one ahead of you, what you need to have. All right, compensation plan. Could be a lot in here, but again, I really want people to go to thisisitteam.com to find out more of this information. These are just little teasers, a little bit to know. Here's our current compensation plan, and that will change, of course, after October 1. So there are our different packages. This is how much they cost. And then the volumes that you have. Yes, Judy. Let's see, how do we unmute Judy? You're able to unmute her? Judy, can you unmute yourself? Can you hear me, Ann?
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my hand. Ann.
Okay. All right. So then there's the PIB, product introductory bonus. That's what that means. And then right now we know that there's an extra bonus this week. So everybody should get out there and really promote LifeWave because of this extra bonus that we get. That's was shown for us in our email that we got that one. Besides, if you own a diamond, you're within your 3 months, you sell a diamond, you get 500 bucks, you get additional money this week. So it's really, really, really great. And here's that binary. We have a binary system. This is you. You have one on your left, one on your right. That's the binary, the two sides. And then here's the next generation of how we get paid. So I'm not going to go through that. So we have videos on the thisisitteam.com site. And I chose Danny. He's a little quieter. We have a couple, 2 other ones on there that I will probably put on here yet. But again, we do want you to go to that site because it's pretty amazing what's all on there. And this one is not going to have anything more, but these 2 questions come up all the time. So are the patches approved? FDA stands for Food and Drug Administration. The patches are not a food or a drug, so the FDA does not need to approve them. The patch is a medical device. This is from customer service. The company LifeWave itself is approved by the FDA. The patches themselves fall into the category of low-risk general wellness products and do not need to be cleared by the FDA. Thus, the patches are recognized by the FDA. That is the maximum amount of approval needed from the FDA. So that should satisfy all the people who want to know that. And then here is a short video by David talking only 2 minutes about him talking about the FDA approval. So it's right from the inventor of these things. So can't get any better than that. And then HSA, which is a health saving account. People ask all the time if they can have use their cards, their HSA cards to buy the packages. So what is an HSA? It's a health savings account that is tax exempt savings, and you get it through your employer. And then when it's time to buy something for medical, they can use that card. And sometimes it's called flexible spending account. Different companies have different acronyms. So you can not purchase them. These are a whole bunch of different answers people got that I got off the internet from our Wellness Warriors page. And in the end, you cannot use the card. You definitely cannot use their card to buy the product, buy the package, but you can use your credit card and then you call the customer service from your company and get a piece of paper to fill out and they will reimburse you. So it's a little bit of work, but wow, to get them paid for, that's amazing. And then a little note I put here, Medicare will not pay for LifeWave patches. There's no way around that. So the HSA could possibly, not all not all the cards accept that. So they want to call their customer service and ask if they're going to reimburse that. And then some business references. So these are on our personal website, all these things. It's just kind of hard to find them sometimes, so I put them on here. So policies and procedures, I have read through a lot of these things, but it's usually when I need a specific thing that I will look up this. And so there's all these alphabetic or by divisions here. Lots and lots and lots and lots of information. So anything you want to do, sponsoring, ordering product, returns, exchanges. It's a lot of information here. And then here's advertising guidelines for things. So this is the compliance stuff. If compliance stuff is not Doesn't seem to be so strict right now, but we still want to respect the company. And then here is the $25 membership fee explained that will be coming on your anniversary. So it's a very, very small membership fee. And from what I hear, it's regulated by the government. It's nothing that we, LifeWave, wanted to add. And the other companies that I was with also had that fee. So that's pretty small. Not a big deal. And it's a write-off. And then this was an amazing award that we received. And you can put this somewhere, show people if you're having a slide presentation. The DSN is the Direct Selling News of 2024, gave us the Global Bravo Award. And that's for the #1 company that's of growth in network marketing company. And we received that. And if any of you were at the convention, then they gave that award out there. That's what that picture's from. So if LifeWaves is the #1 company in growth, and Steve and Gina are the #1 seller, our team, this is a team, is the fastest growing team in LifeWave. In fact, we produced 50% of the volume of LifeWave. And Steve and Gina's team is the #1 team. So Steve and Gina are the #1 sellers in the world. So they are our leaders. So whether you like their videos or not, they are doing something correctly. I mean, they have a lot of energy and they are doing something correct. One of the videos I am going to put on here yet is the Eric Worre interview with Steve and Gina. And I really fell in love with Steve and Gina watching that video because Gina is really the steam behind their business building because she has a lot of energy and she puts that into the business and she gives it her all the little extra little things that are at the convention stuff. That's all that's all Gina. So she puts the little frosting on the cake kind of a thing. And so I just really love that video. So I definitely am going to find that one again and put that on this website, on the boards. And then this one just talks about our momentum and how far we have grown in numbers. And I think we're set for 600 million this year. Last year was 440 or 420. So to me, we'll be at $1 billion in 2 years or less, as fast as LifeWave is growing. That's pretty amazing. So that was just all the things that I thought were important. I'm very open to more categories because I can just keep adding these categories by just simply adding a folder. It's that simple. And naming it and putting that in there. So I'm open to whatever you want in this folder. One of them we're considering is social media. It is Renee's thing to do social media. And her team is good at that because they came from a different company that use social media a lot. So might be something we add here. So at this point, you would use my board and you see what I have on here now. If you feel like you would rather have different things, then I would suggest you pay the $99 in a month. But right now you could already start to build your own board just by adding the little plus.
Hey, Anne,
Yes.
okay, so that was one of my questions. Your board right now obviously looks different than when I downloaded it the other day.
Yes.
So how do I update to what you have on there now?
Very good question. And I just went through this today. So if you're on my board, but you are, Karen.
Can you hear me, Anne?
Yeah.
It should be live, instant.
Yeah.
When you make changes, it'll just be instant. But my suspicion is, were you on my board? Does it have a whale on it or does it have a surfer dude?
Surfer Dude by Ann Jansen.
Okay,
Okay, then it should be looking like this exactly.
and it does
Because
not.
when I click on this, um,
Because it's real-time update.
I mean, all I have is I have messages that says there will be 2 trainings on Tuesday. That was from a day ago. I have hello from 3 days ago. And I did have your board a while ago. I don't know what happened to that.
Maybe delete it and start again. I don't know. Because what we found, the people who I don't have on my list, because I can tap on members, and then I have a list of everybody who has this board now, but you are on here, the one KLAN 710,
Yep.
and so it should be updated. So I can send this to you again real easily.
Yeah, why don't you do that? And then another question I have is, so can you teach us how to add something to a board? Like, let's
Yes.
say, for example, I'm
Yeah.
listening to a YouTube video and I want to add that to my board, which is actually your board right
Yeah,
now.
I'll do that right now.
How do I do that?
Yep.
She won't
All right.
be able to do that unless she has her own board. There will be no plus for her.
Okay, yeah, because
can't
right
add
now
to
I'm
your
not
board.
seeing any plus.
Okay, so I just sent you the link again for via a
Okay.
text.
Yep, I got it.
So tap on that.
Okay. I think my
Anything
phone is
change?
tired. Okay, enter your email.
Anything change in that board?
Unless you make her a co-editor or something, I don't think she will be able to add anything to it.
No, she for sure cannot. However, that's what happens though, is there's a plus on top the page for anybody who wants to, like, you download mine onto your,
You
Okay.
copy it.
yeah, you copy it. Now it's yours. And by the way, it can be on your phone or on your computer. It's the same thing. I often work through my computer because it's bigger and faster for me. So
Because that was another one of my questions. I mean, I can get it on my phone, fine.
yeah,
How do I get it to the computer?
just go to boards.com
Okay,
And log in.
and log in. Yep. And mine just instantly comes up. So anybody who has the plus with the little box, there's a check in there. I should say a check. You click on that. Now it becomes yours. And you can change, you can add stuff. However, at the end of the 30 days, it's going to go away if you don't choose to buy the $99 a year fee.
okay,
So if you know you're going to be doing that, then start using your own board.
okay.
Okay, and
I
to
think
add,
that,
it is so,
Demonstrate it, and can you show them how to do that
Yep,
on
right
the
now.
desktop?
yep. So here, you're still seeing my board, right?
yes.
Okay, so here's add.
Wait,
Anything
wait,
that you
one
want. So here's my new add the folder. Okay, so I can just say social media,
Okay,
and then you can click on your emoji that you want, whatever emoji you want. Okay, so now I have this social media folder in there.
okay,
Okay, so all I got to do is add what do I want. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to find a video. This is it. All right, so I'm just gonna pick this one right here of David explaining Eon. All right, right there it says share.
So we're going to go ahead and
Copy.
get started. We're going to be talking about what the Eon patch is.
Can I go back to boards? YouTube. Stick in my link. And voila.
Wow, nice and easy.
So easy, okay?
Can you show her how to copy the whole board to her board?
Does that show on here, this plus?
Well, it does on the phone. I don't know. You're on
Yes.
your desktop now, right?
Yeah, so on my phone, there was just right over here, above this was this square, and then there was a check mark in there, I think. And I just.
What is that share link? Does that give you any choices on your right? Or is that just the whole thing?
Link, copy to keyboard.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
should have that share, that little thing that they're
Yeah,
able to
I'm
do their
wondering if
own.
the desktop version is different than the
Yeah.
phone version.
Yeah,
Yeah, the phone version, I don't know if you can see. I don't know, is that too fuzzy? Can you see that up arrow on my phone?
are you showing your phone or what are we doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Can you see my phone? You see that up arrow on the top next to the three dot? I'm sorry. What does that thing look like? It's got the check mark in the box.
yeah.
If you click that, you can copy the whole entire board and paste it into your own board. But I don't see that on this desktop version.
Correct. I think that's only a phone version thing. Karen, are you
Okay.
seeing that?
What is it you're looking for?
Can you show her again?
I don't know if this. Can you see that or not?
I am seeing Ann's
Little box
board.
with a check mark in it.
Okay, I see Ann's board on my computer and I see the full board on my phone.
Renee, we can't see that. Okay.
Okay.
It does show, I mean, I can see it. Here, let's put Renee as speaker here under speaker view.
I don't
Can you show
know.
that again, Renee?
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
Can you see that?
right there, that
Right-hand corner. Now we can see it.
box with a check in it. Karen, do you see that?
All I'm seeing is you. I need Renee
scroll
to
your-
talk. Okay,
Scroll
there.
your phone. You can probably make swipe your
I don't
screen
have
so
that.
that you can see me.
Hmm.
I do not have that. Maybe it's because Renee has paid for boards that she has that.
That's exactly right, because I don't have it either.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I haven't paid for it. I just made a whole copy of the whole folder. It was super easy to do. I did it on my phone.
But
And you had that check.
are you in the 30-day trial period? Then
Yep.
then you're going to have that functionality during the trial period.
Yes.
But if
Right.
of the trial period and you didn't buy the subscription, you no longer have that functionality.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But Karen, you should be in that 30 days. But we'll work on yours tomorrow, Karen.
Yeah, I don't know what I have, actually.
Okay.
I haven't paid for anything. I haven't given him a credit card, so
Right.
I don't know.
Yes. So back to the board, then always you just click on add if you want to add a PDF. I just find it from something. Let's see, what do I want to find? Here, my song I'm writing on glutathione. It might come out someday. Actually, it has to be a PDF. Steve Merritt's script, the one I just put on there. And then it just pops up and I just stick there and now there's Steve Merritt's script came up. If I want to move this, I just go to move and find the folder I want and stick it here. It says move here.
It's pretty intuitive.
It is so easy. Just got to do that. One thing I goofed up on a couple of things is I couldn't get some of my videos on because I kept going with this link. YouTube video, you got to go to this link.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I kept doing that wrong. So it's just easy, you know. That, and you can share it, you can move it, you know. There's that
I'm
move.
curious to learn what that web page feature is. I haven't played with that yet.
And you can move a whole folder. Today we
So-
moved a whole folder to
So
something.
Anne, let's say you want to share your entire board with a new brand partner. Do you do it with that share button over there to the right, or do you do it through add members?
You can do it either way.
Either way, okay.
So I've been texting people right there, copy link, and that just goes to their email or their text. So email either way. So most of you I sent it because I already had your phone numbers in here. So I just sent the link that way.
Okay.
In fact, Karen, when you go to boards, you know, go to the boards app. I don't know, it just somewhere it said add, okay, LifeWave, add members and share link right through there. Will you check if yours does that, Karen?
What do you want me to check? Oh, I
But
have a
let's-
place where I can add members. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a spot that I can add members.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So you guys
Looks really easy.
online, no problem.
Say it again, Renee.
So everybody should be able to share it with their downline, no problem. Like, and you don't have to do that for everybody. Everybody can just send it.
Yeah. Are there any categories anybody thinks we should add? Wow.
It's too late to think.
Well, you just got to start using this and then you'll see what's needed or not.
And
Becky? Yep.
you can hear me. I was thinking, I keep bringing this up, but I was thinking about taxes. Like if there's documentation or videos that talk
Okay.
about all of that.
Yeah, we made one. Karen's husband, Mike, is a CPA,
Okay.
and he made one for us on our YouTube channel. It is there. So, I
Like
will-
business expenses maybe or something.
You do that with LifeWave, Ann?
yes,
Okay. I can't remember.
we're on it.
I was.
We did a lot. We made a lot of videos.
We did in a very short period of time.
Yeah. So the info that's going to go on there yet is, I think 2 videos of me welcoming, one to welcome people. And then I'm going to show them on their website where to find a few things. And the other one's going to say where to go up to the This Is It team. Because we really want them to go there for their information. This is just a starter to get them going. And if people need to go do their own work, we're not going to spoon feed them. We really want them to have the knowledge of where to go.
Well, and I think if you just give them a couple of resources, like this is one resource, This Is It, info is another, and then LifeWave website is the other.
Right.
I mean, between those 3, you can find just about anything.
Yeah. Right.
And
Yeah,
the
so-
Facebook groups.
Yes.
Yeah, the Facebook
So
group.
that will be on there yet too.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, I have these papers almost finished. Everything had to kind of go together. And so
And
I'm
we do
working
have
on 10 things. Go ahead.
I was wondering, because I know you're still building this out and adding content and so on and so forth. I'm wondering if you could message through that application if there's something big or important or change, just to kind of say FYI, I did something. I think we'll all get an email or a text or something if you do that. You don't have to do that for every single thing, but if there's anything big, you know.
It's also a good thing because we don't have this mail system. working, or, you know. So I can send a message and everybody on my list is going to get that. So the people who are interested are on here. And so, yeah, so I mean that I feel very free to send you guys a message about something here. And maybe it's not going to be about boards. I don't know. We'll see. That this is a good message thing, because the people that are on my phone, on boards are serious business builders, or they wouldn't be on here.
I still think you need a Telegram, but that's just my opinion.
Telegram as far as what?
Just your communication with your team. It's so easy.
All right. Another day. This was enough for me for this week.
It's super easy. Like, it's easier than this.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Telegram channel. I just don't have a personal one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can show you that in like 2 minutes.
We'll just chat another time.
Okay.
So,
I have a question.
yes.
So I was able to copy and paste, or however make my own new board with your stuff.
Okay.
Thank you. So if there's things that we see on your, are we going to have access to your board all the time?
Yes.
So if there's something we want to move, then, or do we just send something
You
from
can't
your?
move anything unless you can't move anything on my board. Only I can. And
You
Renee
can copy. Oh, you can copy it to
copy
yours.
it.
Okay, because that's what I just did, right? Basically, it was copy your board to make a new board.
Yes.
But say she adds one piece of content and you don't have that yet, you can add that one piece of content to yours.
How can
Okay.
she do that?
Hmm?
How can she do that?
Just with that same little box with the arrow up front, just click on whatever it is you want and move it or copy it.
So once
So
someone
the same
has,
one that I just used?
say,
Yeah,
what's
but once you copy it to your board, you are now disconnected from her board. I mean, you still can have two boards, LifeWave 1 or Ann and LifeWave Mary. So, but if Ann adds a new video that Mary's board doesn't have,
got it.
you go get that video and copy it to your board.
Okay, but this
They're
person
no
needs,
longer synced because it's two separate boards.
right, but doesn't she need to have the $99 thing then?
Oh, yes, for sure. Yes.
So
Once you
will-
free trial is up, you're cut off with your own board.
You
can
get a
only
warning or a
shared
message
board.
saying it's time.
What did you get,
didn't it
Jackie?
just happen to you? You're on mute. I think this just happened to Jackie because she had my board. She copied her own board. Then her free trial was up, and didn't they just kick you out, Jackie? What happened?
My board became grayed out, so I could see it, but I couldn't make any changes or access anything that was in the folders. And so we figured out that I had access to your board. So I could have one board. I couldn't have two, and you had given me access to yours. So that's what they decided, I could look at and all of that. But I no longer had the ability on the board that I had. So I just deleted my board.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean that we know that's going to come.
Right. When we were messing around, we knew that the trial was ending and we weren't sure what functionality I would lose.
Got it.
A good experiment that we did, because now we know. At some point I'll pay for the subscription, but right now it's a good learning tool for us.
Yeah, I feel in 3.5 weeks, we should know if we want to continue this or not, stay with my board. It just feels like if you have a whole bunch of things, I need to say, because I don't really want to put everybody's everything that they think is important on this board,
Then it becomes unmanageable if it's too cluttered.
Right. So that's why I highly encourage you to get your own.
So for me, this was easy because I do Pinterest all the time. And so for me, this is very similar to Pinterest
Hmm.
for organization and all of that. I absolutely see the value in having your own board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, it's really not, you know, as for the learning curve and everything, it's nice to have access to Ann's.
I think this is great. I'm super excited to be using this. And as I feel I need a few more things, you know, I will add them. It's good. Is this Marilyn Ranelli on here?
I went in and downloaded it. It's a 30-day trial.
I can't quite hear you, Marilyn.
I thought I had trouble with that. Anyway, 30-day trial, and it lasted 10 minutes, and I said, your 30 days is up. I'll pay the $99. I'm like, what? So we got 10 minutes.
Hmm.
I don't know, it didn't let me have the 30-day trial. I just backed out of it. I didn't know. And it graded, like Jackie was saying, it just graded the whole screen.
And you just downloaded it today?
Yeah, this afternoon.
Oh my, I have no idea. Maybe if you just get rid of it and
Or
start
you-
again.
if you were an existing user, I think you only got 14 days. But
Yeah.
I don't know about that situation.
But Marilyn, you didn't have this prior to today, right?
No, no.
That's
That's
something
weird.
strange there.
And Renee, actually, I had it long before, so they did give me a 30-day trial.
Oh, okay.
They
Oh,
did. They let me
okay.
know when it started and said that I would have that time.
30 days?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought someone said only 15. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'll try it again tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a new day. We'll be fresher.
Yeah.
All right,
you.
awesome.
So, thank you, Anne.
This is a really cool program.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it just took away the website that I desired to have. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love it.
Thanks for introducing it.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
You're welcome.
And I've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel that hard. You know,
It's not.
just let me know, Cindy, how I can help you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of poking around and
Mhm.
you know, getting
Bring the
familiar with the
written
stuff that I
password.
went through today. I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I just want to say why I put these particular things inside that. You know, I spent
Yeah,
3
the
days.
the categorization is kind of the tricky part because you're like, you know, what do I put where? What are the main categories and what makes the most sense? What's logical? Yeah, so you did a good job though. It looks
And I
nice.
also don't want to go too deep, like even myself, I'm like, where did I put that video? You know, so I just don't want to be too deep with
Mhm.
trying to find something. Then we're back to everything LifeWave has. So the whole idea is to just have a few things available to us to send to our new people, because this is all about sharing.
And you're still going to do that checklist you mentioned, right?
Yep, I still have I
Yeah,
made
'cause
the two checklists.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I have about
What's
4
next?
things I hope to put on this week yet. See how much time I get to spend on this. So,
Okay.
all right.
What's your checklist?
Good to see everybody on here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Good to
Thank
see you,
you.
Lisa. I haven't seen you for so long. I was just wondering, are you still around? Are you going to the convention?
Oh, busy with kids.
Are we all stop recording here?